And by the way, there are tons of people out there who can probably explain this section of the story a lot better than I can, because I'm personally not affiliated with what's going on. But in the blue corner, we got Wall Street defending the title. In the red corner, we got Main Street, the challenger, coming to take the belt. Wall Street, as I'm sure most of you know, is notorious for tweaking numbers, changing prices, manipulating stocks, all for the sole purpose of taking money out of the little guy's pocket, only to then put it into their own billion-dollar bank accounts and hedge funds and portfolios and whatnot. And if you somehow don't know anything about it, I highly suggest you watch Wolf of Wall Street. Excellent movie. My grandmother was actually in it. She was the one driving the car. They're known for screwing over the average everyday investor. They have the money and they have the power. However, it seems that the tables have turned. It would appear that the shoe is on the other foot now. Main Street took training seriously, got in Wall Street's face and said, boom!
Good night,
Not today. And this is where it gets kind of funny. A group of Reddit users, people in the Reddit community, they somehow, some way decided GameStop is going to be the meme. GameStop is what they decided to talk about. Oh, GameStop going to the moon. Now, for those of you who do not know, around this time last year, GameStop was really only trading for about maybe $4 per share. GameStop, in my opinion, a dying company. They were doing absolutely atrocious before the market crashed. And then when the market crashed, they were barely even phased because they were already at the bottom. You can't go any lower at that point. They had already crashed before the crash. They were trading for like $4 per share. That was a year ago, pre-crash. Then, over the last couple of days or over the last week or so, these Reddit users figured out a way to drive up the price of GameStop. And it all started with memes and jokes. Now, there's a lot that goes into it. Short selling, short squeezing, all that. I'm not even going to get into that. But, long story short, it drove the price of GameStop through the roof. From $4 a share to $400, $500, and I believe at one point it was almost near $600 per share. For absolutely no reason. Driven up through the roof just from hype, excitement, and jokes. And what this ended up doing is caused a ripple effect. Other people started jumping on board. More people started jumping on board. And before you know it, the stock has seen more than a 10,000% boost that shouldn't have happened in the first place. And the reason I say shoe is on the other foot is because the little guys, the average everyday investors, ended up making millions and millions and millions of dollars by doing this, while Wall Street ended up losing billions of dollars. This is how Wall Street was feeling. So it was the old switcheroo. That's what's been being talked about for the last couple of days. But as of this morning, something else happened. Everybody was looking forward to the market opening up this morning so that they can continue fighting on. Main Street versus Wall Street. But, unfortunately, a lot of these stock trading platforms blocked users' ability to buy GameStop stock. And this got these platforms so much heat. People were calling for class action lawsuits. People were saying that these platforms are manipulating now. People are saying that they're siding with Wall Street, or that they're being bought out, or that they're trying to interfere with their ability to invest. And from my understanding, from the research that I've done, it doesn't appear like that is exactly the case. Because a lot of people at the very beginning, they were blaming Robinhood. Oh, it was just Robinhood. I'm done with Robinhood. I'm going over to this site now. I'm going to Webull. I'm going to Cash App. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Turns out, it wasn't just Robinhood. It was also Webull. It was also Cash App. It was also a lot of other brokerage apps. And as it turns out, or at least as it seems, it wasn't the brokerage apps calling the shots. It was their clearing firms that weren't allowing buys to go through, at least from what I've seen. So a lot of chaos has been going on the last couple of days. A lot of craziness is taking place on social media. People are angry, people are frustrated, people are up in arms right now, and rightfully so. I understand that that's a very unfortunate thing to go through. All of a sudden, your ability to invest in something that you want to invest in gets taken away from you. I understand that. However, a lot of these stock analysts came to the conclusion that everything going on with the whole buying and selling GameStop stock resembles somewhat of a Ponzi or a pyramid. Because guess what happens when a lot of people make a lot of money? At the same time, a lot of people lose a lot of money. And it's not just Wall Street who was losing money. A lot of the little guys, they were going to be buying in at $500, $600, $700, and what goes up often comes right back down, especially when it goes up that quick. So one could actually argue it's a good thing that they actually stopped people from continuing to buy in. Because guess what would happen if they did continue to let people buy in and a massive amount of people ended up losing money over this? Then people would be blaming the brokerage apps for something else. Instead of saying, hey, you need to let us invest, other people would be saying, hey, you shouldn't have let us invest. My personal takeaway is that I think people should be allowed to invest in whatever they want to invest in. I think people should be allowed to make mistakes and lose money, but I understand the credibility of these massive brokerage apps. I understand that they want to protect themselves, and I understand that they don't have complete and total control over exactly what goes on. There are so many banks and so many firms and so many other entities involved in their particular organization that they're not exactly the ones calling the shots 100% of the time. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of the videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you.